Okay, so in my previous video, I had discussed about the first law of thermodynamics. And in first law of thermodynamics, I discussed about the principle of conservation of energy, which is related to that energy is conserved, energy cannot be created, cannot be destroyed. In this video, I'm going to talk about the second law of thermodynamics. And preferably, we are going to discuss what is the need of this law. Why do we need the second law? So, this law basically predicts the direction of the process. Let's understand what is meant by this direction of the process. So let's take an example. If you have a coffee which is hot, okay, the coffee is hot. Now what will happen if you keep it in the surrounding, or if you keep it on the table? This hot coffee is going to transfer heat to the surrounding. This is our everyday experience. This law you can get to know about this by your everyday experience. So the process, uh, this law is going to tell whether the process is spontaneous or not. So by your everyday experience, you can easily tell that this hot coffee is going to transfer heat to the surrounding. Okay. Now, from the first law of thermodynamics, what what is going to happen? This heat which is getting transferred from the hot coffee to the surrounding, the internal energy of this coffee is going to decrease, and the internal energy of the surrounding is going to increase, but the total energy remains constant, right? But first law of thermodynamics does not tell you in which direction this process is going to take place. Means surrounding can also transfer heat to the coffee, and coffee can also transfer heat to the surrounding. In both the cases, energy can be conserved. But from your perspective, do you think the energy from the surrounding will be transferred to the hot coffee spontaneously? No, which is not possible. So first law of thermodynamics doesn't tell you in which direction the process is going to take place. So this we got from the second law of thermodynamics. Now let's take one more example. Here there are two blocks. One is hot, one is cold. And the hot block, when these two blocks are brought in contact with each other, this what will happen after some time? This hot block will transfer heat to the cold block, so this block is going to lose its internal energy, and internal energy of the cold block is going to increase. Overall, the energy will remain constant, and after some time they are going to attain the same temperature, right? So they are going to have the same internal energy. So from the first law of thermodynamics, we can say that okay, the total energy will remain the same. So whatever is the energy of hot block, cold block, if I add everything, and the total energy will remain same, but the direction of the process is not given by the first law. So second law of thermodynamics gives you mainly the direction of process and in which direction this process is going to occur. Now, from your experience, you may say that it is like a common thing we experience every day. Okay, so by seeing this hot coffee, we can say that this coffee is going to transfer heat to the surrounding. If there is a a cold coffee, then atmosphere is going to transfer heat to the coffee. But there are some complex phenomena which are also taking place. There are some we would say the complex processes. So there we don't know, by our experience, we don't know in which direction the process is going to occur. So in those complex processes, the second law of thermodynamics is going to tell you the direction. It really helps scientist and engineer in various process to determine in which direction this process is going to occur.